Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah, thanks. I want to ask you about Bidenomics. You said it. The president, though, hasn't said the term Bidenomics since November 1st. Is he moving away from that term?
Well, I didn't say that.
Well,
I said that.
You said it recently.
Oh,
said
you mean
the
I have
word-
said that?
the
Oh,
word Bidenomics.
okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
The word Bidenomics.
I hear you. My apologies.
The president has not said that word since November 1st in his speech. Is he moving away from that term because it's not moving the poll numbers?
So look, let me just say, last week we learned economic growth was higher than 5%. I know this is something that you cover very closely, and 5% last quarter, higher than any quarter under Trump outside of the pandemic. And inflation fell 3% with prices staying flat in October. So what is important is what the data shows. The president has talked about how Bidenomics is strengthening supply chains to lower costs and investing in America, clean energy, and manufacturing. In fact, he had signs right behind him just last week. I was there. I'm sure you saw them that said Bidenomics. And you've heard me, as you just stated, and many other White House officials talk about how Bidenomics is indeed lowering costs. Let's not forget taking on Big Pharma, right? So that Medicare could negotiate to lower costs, lower drug costs. Let's not forget drug fees. All of this is part of Bidenomics. All of this is, we're talking about investing in America, which the president certainly has led on and talk about all the time, very, very consistently. So when he talks about the economy, that is Bidenomics. When he talks about what we're doing and how we're delivering for the American people, that is Bidenomics.
But then what's the disconnect between what people are feeling and seeing at the grocery stores, at their tables, and what the president is saying about the
So
economy?
let me just be real clear. We get into the holiday seasons. We've actually have seen a decrease in eggs, in bacon, in milk since last year. So we are seeing lowering cost as we're going into the holiday season, as people are going to do some holiday shopping. We're seeing lowering cost in TVs and things that people need to think about as they want to give a gift to their loved ones. And so we're seeing some costs go down, airline tickets, gas prices. So the work that we have done, the work that this president has done, the investing, whether it's investing in America, whether it's Bidenomics, we're seeing that. We're in a different place today than we were a year ago. We are just in a different place with costs going down, and we've talked about the growth is higher than 5% last quarter. That is because of the work that we have done. We saw inflation is moderating. That is because of the work that we've done. And look, to your question about what Americans are feeling, we understand that we're coming out of a pandemic. What Americans had to deal with was a big deal. People lost loved ones. The economy was in a tailspin. Certainly wasn't helped by the last administration. This administration had to actually do the work.
So, but inflation is up 17.7% since the president took office.
Inflation fell to 3%. That matters. I just talked about the important goods that matter to the American people, how that's going down. As we're going into the holiday season, actually we started it, as we're going to go into certainly Christmas in a couple of weeks and other important events that people follow this month. And so we're seeing prices go down. And let's not forget the historic actions that this president has done. I talked about Big Pharma. I've talked about the Inflation Reduction Act. That's because of what this president has done. And let's not forget, Inflation Reduction Act, only Democrats voted for it. Republicans decided not to. Again.